I'm falling back. No, that's the cue to go hard. Like, thanks, Lord.
Thanks,
Let me show you I appreciate it, Lord.
On the Lord's Day.
I was in the
spirit on the Lord's Day. Yo, we live, baby.
You know what I mean?
We live. Let me go my grandma this
Real.
shit. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom, shalom.
It's nice out, even though it's windy a little.
Yeah, a little windy, a little breezy.
Yesterday was brutal.
Yeah.
Today is like, all right, we good.
All
right, let me find an article real quick.
Up and running. You ain't forget that trial by today, though.
No, I did not, sir.
Got that nut ass Christmas tree in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You know what I mean? Let me open up. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. All right, the prophesied the downfall of which you know to be America, which is in the scriptures known as spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, let you Black Latinos and Native Americans know that you are the Israelites. All right, of the Bible. All right, the descendants of the people that crossed the Red Sea. All right, with Moses. All right, okay, to let you know that our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, all right, is returning in these last days to deliver us from the hand of our captives, man, all right, okay, which is Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man, all right, okay, who's going to go into slavery, okay, in the kingdom of heaven, okay, along with the rest of these nations, all right, but first and foremost, we want to give all praise to honor and glory to double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the Akim that's pushing his work throughout the four corners of the planet. And shalom to the elect. All right?
Get to basic list of the king. A lot of these more CEOs just step down.
Kind of go ahead.
All right, so it's an article. We're going to get into the decay of America. It's an article, ShadeTheFanPlan.com. It says, start out with this. It says, what do they know? Insiders are dumping stocks at a pace never seen before in all U.S. history. It says, why are CEOs and corporate insiders selling their stocks at a far faster rate than we have ever seen before? Do they know something the rest of us do not? The stock price... Only in Philadelphia, man. They said if stock prices are going to continue soaring into the stratosphere like many in the mainstream media are suggesting, these insiders that are dumping stocks like there is no tomorrow will miss out on some absolutely enormous profits. On the other hand, if a colossal market crash is coming in 2022, then 2021 was absolutely the perfect time to get out. As I've said countless times before, you only make money in the stock market if you get out in time. Could it be possible that many of the richest people in the world have picked the absolutely perfect moment to pull the trigger? According to CNBC, CEOs and corporate insiders have sold $69 billion worth of stocks so far this year, man. And just recently, I think like two more CEOs had just stepped down. The CEO of Twitter and the CEO of what corporation is that? It's another corporation that a really big time CEO just stepped down. Why are all the elites jumping ship, man? Why are the elites jumping ship?
Hey, because ultimately they know that they getting ready for this reset, man.
Yep.
All right, they know the dollar's about to crash. All right, so what they doing? All right, they pulling all they resources, all they money, okay, out of the stock. All right, so when they crash, all right, they don't take a loss, man. Hey, and for real, what they doing is actually a crime according to Esau law, man. That's the same thing. What's her name?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart went to jail for, man. All right, that's the same thing. She had insider scoop on what was going on. All right, she pulled her money out of a certain stock or whatever the case may be. All right, and she went to jail, man. Okay, so ultimately, all right, Esau, okay, he'll break his own rules that he make, man. All right, that's a testimony to the hypocrisy, all right, of this place, man. Okay, but not to get too far off, off the beaten trail. All right, these elite, all right, know that, all right, this place is about to crumble. The dollar's about to implode. This place is about to be done away with, man. All right, so they ultimately pour all their money out. All right, they're gonna collapse the dollar. All right, they also preparing, all right, for this third world war, man. All right, to go into their bunkers. All right, they pretty much what you call abandoning ship. All right, because America is a sinking ship, man. All right, okay.
I'm just get this definition. It's called the Great Reset. Now, the Great Reset was a proposal by the World Economic Forum back in 2020, right before the pandemic. Right. It says the Great Reset is the name of the 50th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum held in June 2020. So right before they shut everything down, right before they started, right after they just basically shut everything down, they're already having a World Economic meeting on talking about the Great Reset, man. Which we know they're going to have to ditch the dollar to try to bring in a new world order, man. All right? They want that one world government, one world currency, and one world religion, man. They want everybody to dispose of the natural order of things. They want everybody to denounce Yahweh Shem Shah and go their way, man. This is Esau trying to have his own kingdom, or at least to preserve his kingdom.
This is the, that Roman, that Roman way of life, okay, all over again. All right. Let me get this. Second Esdras 6 and 18, and it's hold on, man.
There's something going on. A couple of things.
Hey, I don't feel like screaming over this shit though.
What's up?
See, they got the choppers all over there.
Something happened. Probably a crash right on coming off of 95, 676.
All right, my bad. This Second Esdras 6 and 18, and it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, would they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteous, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled."
Yeah, I'm also going to bring up the definition of inquisition. Read that. So I'm going to read that again.
It says,
in my understanding.
and it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness."
So it says that the sins of the earth will reach up into heaven, man. The Most High is beginning to visit the earth, and when that happens, He said all these calamities and trials are going to start happening. And the word inquisition means a period of prolonged and intensive questioning or investigation, right? So He's investigating the sins that have raised to the heavens, man.
So basically, you Edomites, all right, are on trial, man.
For the wickedness that you've done against His children, the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
It says, "And I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then when I show these tokens, the book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together." All right, and that's what we see right now. All right, the book, all right, being open before the firmament. Hey, and that goes into the internet, man. All right, that goes towards the internet. All right, it says, and the children of Salakia, and the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Khan, and this is going into Jacob's trouble and all the calamities that are coming to the earth, because it says the storehouses will be empty. That's food shortages, water shortages, resource shortages, man. Everybody will be afraid, man.
God.
When they hear that trumpet, when they hear that great destruction coming, when they hear about all the calamities that happen, when the sedition among men breaks out, you know, when the armies are in the streets, you know, running in people's houses,
martial law,
all those things happening, everybody's gonna be like, oh shit. Go ahead.
It says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another, like enemies in the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
And it says, and friends shall fight against each other, because now that's 2nd Esdras 15th chapter, if you want to get into sedition among men. If you, well, you kind of, I'll get it.
Well,
I was gonna get into how they oppress the poor.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead.
And this is basically what Esau says in his heart, man. Oh no, I'm gonna do Ecclesiastes.
So let me finish this out.
Go ahead, finish it out.
It says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right, that's talking about the water. All right, okay. There's going to be a famine of water, a famine of food. Okay, famine of the word. Okay. Hey man, and ultimately.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring this out.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, if thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in the province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth and there be higher than they. The Most High sees all these things, and like we said earlier, the sins of this earth have reached up into heaven, man. So the Most High has Esau on trial, man. The Most High is now coming to visit the earth, and you're gonna start seeing all these calamities, man, like these volcanoes erupting all over the place, man. Tsunamis, man, earthquakes in diverse places, wars, rumors of wars, pestilence. These are scourges for a minute, man. This is how the Most High is letting you know, look, I'm coming back, man, to wage war on the wicked.
God. Got more than other? So, you know, the elite, all right, they pointed out. All right, matter of fact, let me get this. Let me get this. Now you can read it.
Continuing to the article, it says, that is a new all-time record. It is a whopping 30% higher than last year. CEOs and corporate insiders have sold a record of $69 billion in stock in 2021. As looming tax hikes and lofty share prices encourage many to take profit from Satya Nadella and Microsoft to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, CEOs, founders, and insiders have been cashing in their stocks at the highest pace on record. As of Monday, sales by insiders are up 30% from 2020 to 69 billion, up 79% versus the 10-year average, according to Insider Score Verity, which excludes sales by large institutional holders. Interestingly, the fire sale has come to a crescendo just as the U.S. economy has reached a critical turning point.
Hey, and ultimately, you know, that's where we at in this thing, man. All right, this thing is a crescendo is basically the thing that go, it's
about to hit that climax.
We're about to hit the climax, man. All right, okay, and you can actually feel that in the spirit. Let me get this. Zephaniah 1:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. All right, and that's going into the crashing. The crying for the fish gate is a famine. All right, and the crashing in the hills is going into the crashing of the market, man. All right, the crashing of
all of it's combined, because remember back then, commerce back then was fish markets and a bartering system, man. So the crashing of the fish gates, man, is the economy dropping, man. It's economy crashing. Is the entire system crumbling, man.
Let me get this. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will do evil. All right, so the Lord is going to, because it said judgment should start at the house of his people first, man. So the Lord is going to be simultaneously, let me go back. It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktash, for other merchants, people are cut down, and they that bear silver are cut off. So, okay, so the Lord is going to pretty much, all right, you're going to have people that's the middle class, all right, is going to be brought down to.
They're going to get rid of the middle class completely and have complete totalitarian control.
All right, and simultaneously, while the Lord bringing this place down financially, all right, He's going to be bringing judgment on His people, man. All right, His people that ultimately, okay, that's not doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man.
And let's be realistic. When economies drop, who's the first to feel it? The poor. And who his people are what? Are the poor and the meek of the earth, man. So when it says I'm gonna start at my house first, man, judgment will start at my house first, you gotta understand, man, our people are gonna be the ones running into each other's houses, man. Our people gonna be out here having anarchy and robbing and pillaging. Look what's going on right now around the country when they got rid of that when they basically decriminalized the law of theft, man. It's our people having you see the shit going on? They post shit in Facebook and back rooms saying, yo, we gonna go raid the Nordstrom and get a bunch of people to sign up to go do it, and then they all go do it like a flash mob.
God.
All right? What say you? What do you think is gonna happen when the dollar crashes, when there's no more food, there's no toilet paper, man? People gonna be out here going crazy, man. So the Most High gonna start at his house first.
Therefore, their goods should become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. All right, so in that time, all right, that's why the Lord got us in the spirit of not holding on to this world, man. Because any day now, all right, we can be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. All right, but you people that that's bullshitting and putting the Heavenly Father, okay, on the back burner. Hey, the Lord is gonna, all right, turn everything you got into sorrow, man.
And it also goes into how your heart is where your treasure is. So if you sitting here and you coveting nothing but your goods, your cars, your clothes, your houses, and all the things.
You think that shit is important?
Yeah.
Hey, man, the Lord gonna show you. All right, first of all, the Lord gonna destroy it, take it all from you. It says it's gonna be booty. So that means the Lord is gonna take what you got and give it to somebody else, man. Hey, because I think the pirates call it booty.
It's called a booty. Valuable stolen goods, especially those seized in war.
See, so there you go, man. All right, the Lord gonna take what you got, He's gonna give it, all right, to the elect, man. All right.
You always used to hear this about pirates when they would go, let's go get the booty.
Yeah.
They would go and basically
spoils of war, man.
Spoils of war, exactly,
Go ahead, Hey, and that also go for your woman too, man.
Oh yeah, because you already know that's
literal booty.
No, I'm done with that article. We got it on point. We basically got the point of it. It's gonna go into breaking down more numbers, but we already got to the point. Over the past 2 years, the federal government has borrowed this. All right, well, this is more of the implosion. This is over the past 2 years, the federal government has borrowed and spent trillions of dollars that we could not afford to spend. During the same period, the Federal Reserve has pumped trillions upon trillions of fresh dollars into the financial system, man. It's a perfect storm for the dollar to crash, man. Did you see? I was just watching this video earlier about how we owe China so much money in taxes and interest that what they were doing was, you know how they were talking about how the government was paying farmers to destroy their lands? Well, the government was coming into certain of these farms, destroying the land and then taking up like 2 feet of the topsoil. Now, topsoil is what you use to actually grow crops. They've been basically coming and packaging it up and taking it to the containers and sending the topsoil overseas as interest payment to the Chinese, man. So then, mind you, they're even destroying the land to even grow more food, man. This place is through. This place is through, man. When you gotta literally ship your land overseas because you owe too much money, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
Isaiah 24:3. It says, Salakia.
Camera, so we just trying to make sure the camera don't blow away.
Yeah, go ahead. We don't need no mishaps.
Yeah, we don't. We already know.
It say Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Hey, can you go into that word languish?
Yep. And why does the earth mourn, man? Because the scripture says that when the righteous are in rule, the people are rejoicing, but when the wicked are rule, the people mourn, man. The earth mourns, man.
God.
The wicked are in rule, so that the earth is languishing, man. Let me get that word for you.
God.
It says languish. It says loss or lack of vitality, grow weak or feeble, weaken, deteriorate, decline.
God.
Okay.
Hey, that's pretty much.
That's basically it.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up. All right, and that's that's
right here. Suffer from being forced to remain in an unpleasant place or situation.
Hey, and you just said when the righteous bear rule,
the people rejoice.
When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
All
right, nobody wants to be in this place anymore, man. All right, this place is growing weak and feeble, man.
Yep.
All right, as the house of Saul, all right, and we are growing stronger as the house of David, man. It says, the land, Salakia, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. All right, so haughty, that kind of goes into prideful.
Yep.
All right, so the people that's all right,
why is their pride starting to fade away? Starting to get feeble because
they see
all the calamity.
Yeah, they see everything that's going on. They see this place, all right, waxing weak and feeble, man. All right, and you know, people try to put on a brave face, all right, and try to act like try to have that brave face on everything all good, but in the spirit they know that it's the complete opposite. All right, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. Now, when you really go into that, if you want to think about it spiritually, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right, who's defiling the earth? Esau, Edom. Right?
The earth was given in the hands of the wicked.
It says, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. All right? And who really, when you think about it, we the only ones that was under that covenant. We broke the laws, all right? And because of that, all right, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. Okay, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. Who's the curse, man? Esau, man. All right, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right, Esau has covered the whole earth in gross darkness, man. All right. It say, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabernacle ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Go ahead, you can break it.
So in these last days, man, the joy, the mirth of this place is basically gone. The mirth of this place is going now. So people ain't gonna be out here. And mind you, when you do see people going to clubs and stuff, the clubs ain't popping like it used to be. Like downtown Philly used to be it's a club called Nodo, where I've been there a few times, and when I tell you it's packed, down the street you see lines. Now you drive by down there on a Saturday night,
shit dry.
It's just dry, man. The mirth is out of this place. When people drink, man, they drink out of sorrow. They don't drink from joy, man. Go ahead.
The city of confusion is broken down.
What is that city of confusion? Babylon, which is AKA America. Go ahead.
Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Mirth of the land is gone. Yep. And that's coming even sooner with Jacob's trouble as it starts to ramp up even more. In 2022, I'm pretty sure, man, Apostle Hargo will probably call it the year of some kind of destruction. We don't know in the spirit, because we know what's to come, man. These new, they're talking about new sanctions new lockdowns and new laws placed upon the people who don't want to take the kill shot. You know, and they're also talking about the people who got the kill shot. They're gonna need boosters, and they're gonna need a special shot for the new variant. You know, this is gonna stir up a lot of drama, man. With the prices of everything going up and the scarcity of everything going down. It's a complete perfect storm, man. What?
It's Ezekiel 17, and I'm gonna start at 24. And all the trees of the field should know that I, the Lord, have brought down the high tree, have exalted the low tree.
Now, when it talks about trees, it's talking about nations. All right. So it says all the trees of the field, all the peoples of the world. Go ahead.
And all the trees of the field should know that I, the Lord, have brought down the high tree.
The high tree is Esau, Edom.
Have exalted the low tree.
Low tree will be the nation of Israel as it's being put back into place, starting with the elect.
The house of David.
The house of David,
Have brought down the high tree, have exalted the low tree, and have dried up the green tree, and have made the dry tree to flourish. I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it. Hey, so you want to know? You want to blame somebody for the state of America? All right, you got to blame the Heavenly Father, man, because He's the one, all right, that put the decree in, man. All right, He's the one that sanctioned America to fall, man. Hey, He said a bird should not fall from the heavens unless he ordains
it, yeah.
right? So hey, but when you think about that spiritually, all right, that bird will be America, because American mascot is what? The eagle. All right, the most prideful bird. All right, okay. So that bird, okay, you can equate that bird to America, man. All right, which represents the eagle. All right, and the Lord, okay, has ordained for, all right, that bird to fall. All right, which is America once again. All right, he had put the decree out. All right, for America to be destroyed, man. All right, but it's not going to happen, just all of a sudden, man. The Lord is going to, all right, destroy this place with what is called death by 1,000 cuts, man.
The Most High is making Esau suffer.
Hey, it's because that's how you really fuck somebody pride up, man. You don't just fuck them up. You humiliate them.
2022, they going hard.
You know what I'm saying? You don't just fuck them up. You humiliate them. You break them down bit by bit, man. All right, so when they get to the point where as though they don't have no other option but to acknowledge defeat, man.
Let's it out. Just talking about that million. There's a couple articles, man. I'm not going to get too much into the variants because we ain't trying to get strike. But right here it says, this was actually came out on December 1st. It said millions of Americans are scrambling to become independent of the system as it collapses all around them. Right? Let me read a little bit of this article. Now, we already know what that means, man. Everybody knows that all these new mandates are coming out. Right now, they're talking about, they're actually they're in the works of talking about military sanctioned mandatory jabs to the entire country. They're talking about that if you don't get the jab, you can't work. If you didn't got the jab, you can't play. All these things are happening. So the article says millions of Americans are scrambling to become independent of the system as it collapses all around them, man. We know, we just got them talking about decay. It says once upon a time, all the major institutions in our society were running super smoothly, and mostly people could rely on the fact that they would always be there when they were needed. But now things are going haywire everywhere that they turn. We are in the midst of the worst supply chain crisis in our entire history. The crime and violence in our largest urban areas are starting to spiral out of control. Millions upon millions of our fellow citizens are absolutely seething with hate. And this pandemic is causing officials to make extremely irrational decisions that would have been unthinkable during normal times. Earlier today, I was horrified to hear that one of my readers had just been denied access to a local hospital. He was taking his wife in for an important reason, but there were people at the entrance that were checking the vaccination status of everyone that attempted to enter. And he and his wife had not been vaccinated, so they were turned away.
Hold on, let me get this real quick, because it go right what you're saying. It says, Matthew 24:12, because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that don't just go for, people out here in the everyday world, man. That also going to go for your government, your hospitals. All right, he said he tried to take his wife in the hospital.
I'm going to start right here.
And they denied her, man.
Tom, right here it says, we are in the midst of the worst supply chain crisis in our entire history. It says the crime and violence in our largest urban areas are starting to spiral out of control, and millions upon millions of our fellow citizens are absolutely seething hate. It says they're seething hate. Mind you, the love of many shall wax cold. So many people are starting to just hate everybody, man. Like, I hate these motherfuckers. Racism is at an all-time high. People are more open with it, and rightfully so, because the Most High says, I come to bring division anyway.
Let me get it. 2nd Ezra 15:16. But there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor their princes. Then the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Should stand in their power. So it says in our urban areas. What are urban areas? Urban areas is where you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are. The crime rates are at an all-time high. The death toll in Philadelphia was over 500. What was it, just in a year? Or actually, it's more than that, right?
It's more than that now.
More than that now. And mind you, they're calling this the murder capital again. Everybody playing for keeps. It says that civilization is seething heat, man. Mind you, I'm gonna get that word seething real quick. Real quick. Seething.
You good in the back?
Yeah, you good. It says seething, filled with or characterized by intense but unexpressed anger. So they have unexpressed anger. And it says, or a crowd moving in a rapid or a hectic way. So there's so much hate out here, man. It says the civilization, people are seething hate. Right?
That means that shit permeating.
It's permeating. Like, yo, you can tell
motherfucker, look at you all, you ain't killing right, man.
The love of many shall wax cold, man.
Hey, let me get this. I'm gonna start at 2nd Esdras 15.
That whole
and 14.
Yep.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
And mind you, this is coming because it says seething hate is spewing out. People are starting to get to the point where, man, look, man, if you ain't one of mine, you ain't.
Hey, you were just talking about yesterday in camp. You was talking about how they about to pass a bill where you can carry a gun.
Oh yeah, in Philadelphia alone, they're trying to. I think it's in all of Pennsylvania or just Philadelphia. But they're literally they're trying to pass a law right now where you do not have to have license to carry. All you have to do is have it concealed and it's legal. So if you get pulled over and the cop is like, you got a gun on you, yeah, but it's concealed. Or you can just say no, because they can't search you. So it's gonna get to the point. Mind you, it says swords in their hands. They don't take it upon themselves, man. People shall fight against other people and have swords in their hands, which is the modern day sword.
And that bill that they're trying to pass is really setting that tone.
And the reason why, mind you, and the reason why the elite are doing this is because it's that whole purpose of divide and conquer. Get the people to hate each other, man. America, like we said yesterday, America is a standing army in its own. So what you got to do? The only way to weaken that army is get them to kill each other, man. Go and legalize guns, get more guns to them, and let them go and start taking all the resources away. We saw what they did in our first trial run, which is the first lockdown. The first trial run, they was going haywire over fucking toilet paper. Fuck it, let's take everything away and give them guns. We're going to see how it's going to turn out, man. These devils are meticulous in the way they do things, man. But go ahead.
It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions to stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of the pride of the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And men shall be afraid, man. So look, and mind you, that's actually coming fairly soon too, man, because they're already trying to get a nationwide mandate when it comes to passports, man, vaccine passports. So you're not going to be able to go into certain cities or travel, or even just like, oh man, I ain't leaving the country because I ain't got the vaccine. I'm just going to fly to Vegas. You ain't going to be able to fly to Vegas. You ain't going to be able to drive to Vegas. You're going to be having checkpoints everywhere, man.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
So, and that's basically going to that great famine, man. You gotta understand something. When anarchy first hits, man, the natural society, the natural peace that you think you have, because there's a system put in place like the police system and there's laws. Once people start taking the matters into their own hands, right? And there's a lack of bread, water, food, and resources, they're going to be breaking each other's houses. There's going to be neighbors that you've known for 10 plus years, man. That's going to be like, bro, I know that motherfucker always go shopping on Tuesdays. I know that motherfucker got a stockpile of shit. He ain't go shopping in a couple, last two Tuesdays, he ain't go shopping. He must got a lot of shit in there. Talking to his cousins and brothers like, yo, we're going to just bond him up.
We need that.
We need to go get that, man. We got to kill him. You're going to tell us no. You know? It's getting real out here, man. It's getting real out here, man. Not to mention these camps, man. You see what's going on in Australia with the FEMA vaccination camps, and then it says there's an article saying that these people are trying to break out. So the military is in there trying to stop these people. They're hunting these people down. If you ain't got the vaccine in Australia, they're hunting you down with the military and police and basically putting you to these camps, man. That's coming to America, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start at 2nd Esdras 16. I'm gonna start from the top. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sacks, and here bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
God.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
God, and this right here is the righteous indignation. This is the righteous anger of the Most High.
God.
So these things are happening to you, you heathen nations, man, because the Most High is wroth with you, man.
God.
The Most High is coming back, man, to destroy you for all the wickedness you've done against his people and the earth, man. The Most High's not playing no games with you devils, man.
God. It says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it had begun to burn.
God, because once these I always say this, but once these scourges are sent out for amendment, there's no one that can turn it back, because the Most High is not playing. Once he sends it out, once his will is supposed to be done, it's going to be done, man. Exactly the way he said it's going to happen is how it's going to happen, man. Wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, destruction, famine, man, sedition among men. He's literally going to systematically break you down, and then the end all be all is going to be them ICBM nuclear missiles, man.
It say, may one turn again the Salakia. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire stubble when it has begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from the wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Let's skip down. Matter of fact,
15, right?
for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the earth. Now, okay, that's ultimately talking about those nuclear missiles, man. All right, but you can also equate that, all right, to the plagues, man. All right, because the Lord is sending plagues all across the planet, man. They just gonna be in America, man. All right. Matter of fact, you get, I have to open up my army.
Yeah, come. And I would say we should go to 16. Stays. Keep this because I'm familiar.
I made 16.
Because I think you're still 15.
16.
Oh, all right, bet.
And I'm opening up my army.
under, they got loose. You been chewing on them?
Oh.
No, no, you can get used to them. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 25. It says, and Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Time. All right, the Lord had opened up his armory, man. All right. So in that armory, anybody know when you got an armory, you got a plethora of weapons, man. All right, it ain't just one weapon in your armory. You got a plethora. You got a selection. All right, a smorgasbord of weapons to use against your enemy, man. All right, you got a whole arsenal. Kind. It says, for strong is the right hand that beareth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Why? Because the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't go out void. Behold, the planes are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as the scourges for a minute, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Go ahead, that's pretty much it. I'm talking like that.
I mean, listen, that's basically, besides the nuclear missile, which is the end all be all, that's going to happen to Babylon in certain areas in the world. That's all Jacob's trouble, man. That's all literally as everything is imploding, decaying. You know, the sedition among men, the earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence. It's going to be death. It says it's going to be so much death out here, man, that the body's going to be upon the earth like dung, man. Like it's going to be so much death that you're going to need a power to save you, man. If you're not with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, or you don't abide in his fear, man, damn. Because there's going to be nowhere to say. I don't care if you stockpiling guns and food, man. You're not, you and three other people ain't going to be able to survive the calamities, man. What?
Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
God, it says no other time like it in the history of man. That's how much bloodshed and chaos is going to be, because it's going to be on a world level, not just on an American level or one war going on or this country versus this country. It's going to be on a world level that Jacob's trouble is going to be happening, man. You know, it says that the Most High is going to, he's basically going to put his wrath on the four corners of the earth, man. Everywhere going to get touched, man. All right. So let me get back to this article real quick. It says, moving forward, so the whole point with this is everyone knows that the government can't be trusted. Everyone knows that things are never going to be the same. So it says, moving forward, many Americans are going to have to start figuring out how to provide their own health care because our healthcare system is being shaken like never before. Meanwhile, we are seeing a historic burst in entrepreneurship and self-employment as millions upon millions of Americans seek to create jobs for themselves. Thanks to Biden's mandates, there are millions upon millions of Americans that may soon be ineligible to work for any company that employs 100 or more workers. For now, that particular mandate has been put on hold, but it could be reinstated at any time by the courts. That's where we go into peace and safety and sudden destruction, man. You know, everybody's life is hanging in doubt, man. No one has the fear of Yahweh Shem Shah. No one knows the prophecies other than his saints, his men. You know, so we're not fretting during this time. We like, damn, we know all this shit gotta happen, man. But those who don't abide in this fear, they shitting bricks right now. Those that don't know the true names of Yahweh Shem Shah, they shitting bricks, man. So, and I feel really bad. I love all my people, but you 2/3 gotta go, because you holding up this kingdom as well, man. You gotta go. You know what I mean? Let the Lord's will be done, man. Whoever needs to be saved, let him be saved. Whoever needs to go, man. Let the Lord's will be done. It says, that's enough for that. It's gonna get more to like numbers and the day should be dark.
Ecclesiastes, I'm gonna start. Let me see. It says, matter of fact, you can read it out.
I got you. Ecclesiastes or Sirach? All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. That's beautiful. That's Matthew 24 chapter. And then after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened up. Matter of fact, I'm just going to grab that as I go. And it says, mind you, the reason why in verse 1 it says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, so basically the Lord saying, hey, get down, all right, and repent now, all right, and don't wait until later, man. Don't wait till the missiles flying and try to get right with the Lord, all right?
God, because Matthew 24 and 29 it says, immediately after the tribulation, what was that great tribulation, man? All the drama we've been talking about, all of the death, destruction, and nuclear missiles. It says, and immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. I'm gonna go back, and it says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon of the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Hey, and that's going to symbolic to looking out the window to the people looking at a future, man. All right, the people, all right, when they look at the future of America, all right, it's very bleak, man. All right, it's really not they can't really see that proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. All right, they really don't have no hope. All right, you got people going to college, all right, getting what you call debt. All right, but the degree that they getting, they're not even really sure is that degree gonna pay off for them.
I know. Right, so mind you, there's a lot of women that I know who like, oh, I gotta go back to school, I gotta get my master's. I'm in my head like, you going back for another 2 years? This earth might not.
Hey, but even if you go back for another 2 years, hey, if that master's, all right, is not in something that's prevalent, all right, then guess what? It's all for naught, man. All right, and then even with that, in the very near future, you're gonna have to take that juice shot, all right, to actually exercise the benefits of that master's degree, all right, and then in the very near future, you're gonna have to take the MOTB to exercise the benefits of that. So it says, can you read that again,
Khan, I started at 2.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 2, it says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
Yeah, the grinders cease, meaning the jobs. All right, there's no jobs because, like you said, you might have a master's degree, but you might not even have a job to go to with that master's degree. You might just be in debt. All right, because Esau is doing a lot of automated. All right, AI technology.
We just got to seeing all these new robots. Somebody was just upset, was just ranting about how, what was it? It's a Waffle House or something. They got a robot flipping pancakes and serving pancakes for you now. So people walking in and being upset, like, well, where's the workers? You know?
Hey, and that's where this whole thing going. Hey, that's ultimately why they trying to kill off, all right, 2/3 of you Negroes, man. All right, because they look at you as useless eaters, man. All right, they look at you as just, you're taking away from their abundance, man. All right, so they don't need you. They're gonna go fully autonomous with this thing, man. All right, and leave you niggas out in the cold, man, wondering what the fuck happened. All right, go ahead.
Continuing in verse 3, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
And those that look towards the future, all right, pretty much got no hope, man. Go ahead.
And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sounds of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Yeah, you gonna, as you go through the city, you see a lot of businesses shut down. A lot of places say for lease or for rent, man. All right.
And it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Yeah, you gonna rise up early in the morning, all right, but pretty much nothing to do, man.
And all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yeah, and that's going into, that celebratory spirit, all right. The music that we got out, all right, is pretty much bullshit, all right. That pretty much advocate what this world is all about, death and destruction, all right. Hey, I don't even really listen to the radio.
I don't listen to the radio at all.
I turn the radio on, I be like,
what's this? I don't even know what station.
Turn that shit off, man. Go ahead, bro.
Continuing in verse 5, it says, also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden.
That's it on that. I think that was it on that. Go for it.
It's just basically people fucked up.
Yeah, that's it on that. Yeah,
this is all people fucked up.
No?
Oh. We finished that. I'm gonna just finish a little bit of this. Let's see. So look, this is how much. So just to get some numbers to it. 56%, so mind you, all these people were quitting their jobs, right? It was at an all-time high, millions and millions and millions of people, right? It says right here, so far this year, a whopping 4.54 million new small businesses have applied for federal tax identification numbers. That is up 56% from 2019, man. Everybody is trying to take matters into their own hands to stay alive, man. Everybody know that these devils are out here just preying upon the people, man, preying upon the poor, and people are done with it. So people are, mind you, but that also gives you an understanding of how many people have not taken that jab. And that right there is an indicator to the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the devil, about what kind of measures they need to take. That's why they're now talking about nationwide mandates now. Now they're talking about, well, if you ain't got it, you can't do nothing now. Before it was subjective. It was like, all right, well, businesses, they can't work for you. And people said, all right, well, if I can't work for them, I'm gonna open up my own job. Now they're like, oh shit, well, fuck that. We need a mandate for everybody because we don't want you to have that either. Man, when Esau come in like a flood, he gonna come in, man. He right now is basically loading his troops up, man. The fire brigade is getting ready. And eventually he gonna start firing, man. When he start firing, there's gonna be so much death and destruction, man. Because remember, his blessing is the sword, and he gonna use it, man. He know he got a short time.
We say he buried not the sword in vain, man.
Exactly, man. He's gonna use it. The firing brigade is getting ready. That's why all of a sudden they were telling us about a dark winter, right? All of a sudden this variant comes out, Now they already freaking the fuck out. They found the first case over in the West Coast, just one case over in the West Coast from South Africa, and now they're already talking about, all right, well look, everybody gotta get boosters, and everybody gonna have to get either a yearly booster or they're gonna have to get the new Omni-Man shot, you know. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have to shut everything down because there's too many people that still don't even got the first 2 shots. You know, this is the devil coming down with great wrath, man. And once that firing squad go out, it's going out. And what they're doing in these smaller countries, well, Australia is not a small country, but it's a testing ground, man. They already got the FEMA camps out there, man. You think it's not coming to America? The only reason why it's not hitting America is the Most High saving America for last, man. The Most High saving the great destruction for Great Babylon last, man. All right, what you got?
Yeah, you got more of that?
No, it's just going into numbers and stuff.
No, 18.
Oh, Revelation 18. Yeah, I'll start at 1. It's the book of Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18. I'm going to start at verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill it to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, in mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our power, who judgeth her.
That's it on that?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 51.
Oh, that's all destruction.
Start at Shalaki.
That whole chapter. It's 50 and 51. The first chapter.
Jeremiah, I'm gonna start at
See, you know, 51? Start at 51?
Yeah. I'm gonna start at you wanna read it?
Yeah.
7. Sorry.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7. And it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her?
Hey, let me say this, because we already know what that, American philosophies, right? They said that the nations that drunken of her wine are mad. All right, and when you go into the word mad, you can also equate that to being crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you really think about that, right, America, I think was the first and only nation to actually drop a nuclear bomb on a nation of people.
God.
Right? So the other nations seen that, and they wanted that. Right? That was them drinking of that cup of Babylon, man.
Yeah.
Or we want nuclear weapons now.
Yeah.
All right, and now they mad. All right, because now you got nations with zigzag nukes. All right, they ultimately
hypersonic,
and they ultimately in the spirit of destroying America, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you can read that again now.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine.
Yeah, they have taken on her philosophies, have covered her ways of life,
Customs, yeah.
her customs. All right, and even her weapons of war, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, the nations are mad.
Yeah, they crazy, man. All right, go ahead. All right, and not just mad and crazy, but also mad because
They're angry.
All right, they're angry because the way of America has pretty much destroyed their way of life as well, man. Go ahead.
Continue verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, be she may be healed.
Hey, it said, but Babylon has suddenly fallen, man. All right, hey, this place was already on the ropes, but you see within like a year and a half, 2 years span, all right, it's pretty much, this place is pretty much finished, man. Hey, Russia and China released they released what you call them today, saying that nobody would never break up Russia and China friendship. They stand together like two great mountains, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so that's something big,
that
man.
was a testament to America.
You know,
just want y'all to know, no treaty, nothing you can say is going to
that's going to make us go against each other. We standing together in alliance with each other, all right, against you, man.
Which is prophecy.
Which is prophecy. Go ahead.
Continue verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country.
Yeah, we would have healed Babylon, but America is past the healing stages, man. This place is literally on hospice, man. All right? What they call it, CTD, circling the drain, man. All right? This place is finished. All right? You can't, and this place is so finished that there's nothing that they can do to bring this place back, man. It's done. It's over with. All right, it's just a matter of time before we actually start seeing what is it called? Before it start actually manifesting, where you can actually see and feel that this place is done. See, right now, everything look like it's going on as usual, but all right, it's like, you know.
But then there's signs like when there's always, when death is in the air, you got crows and vultures, right?
Also, if you like if you chop down a tree, it just don't instantly die. All right, after a couple of days, the leaves wither up and dry. All right, and then the wood, all right, start decaying, getting termites. All right, then you start seeing the manifestation of the tree being dead. But the tree, once you cut that tree down, it's technically it's already dead. All right, but when you look at it, it still look like it's alive. And that's America in a nutshell. It look like it's still going on, but this place is ultimately finished. Go ahead.
Continue verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one to his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and then lift it up even to the skies.
Yeah, so the Lord said, forsake this place, man. All right? Okay, just leave this place. You know, if you're a foreigner, all right, leave this place, go back home, all right, because ultimately it's about to be destroyed, man. That's like a Jake about to shoot up the block. He come around.
And the first thing he's like, it's about to be hot out here. You better take your ass home.
If he knows somebody, look, man, if I was you, I wouldn't be standing around here in 5 minutes. Yeah. All right, because, you know what I mean?
There's videos like that where the boy was sitting at the gas station, and the boy, he's like, I know him. He walked up on the hill, bro, listen, I don't think you should be here a little too longer. He already understood what he was saying. He said, up. Dashed on up, boom, got in the wheel and pulled off.
Yeah, you know? So that's what the Lord said. Look, you other nations, I don't think y'all want to be here when this shit about to go down, man. Y'all might want to get the fuck up out of here, man. Go ahead.
God. And it says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua our power.
And that's what we're doing. We're declaring the work of the Lord. Go ahead.
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh have raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medes.
That's Russia.
That's Russia.
Go ahead.
For his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple.
All right, so the Lord raised up Russia to ultimately destroy this place. Go ahead.
Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make watch the strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have both devised and done that which is spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Yeah, the Lord is about to bombard this place with nuclear missiles. He's about to overkill America, all right, by way of thermonuclear missiles. All right, it said prepare the ambush. Go ahead.
Verse 13, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and all the measure of thy covetousness. Yahweh of hosts have sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, with the caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. He have made the earth.
And that's what we're doing. We out here prophesying the downfall of this place, man. All right, go ahead.
He have made the earth by his power. He have established the world by his wisdom, and have stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and that he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, the works of errors, and the time of their visitation shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things.
That's it on that.
Yeah.
All right, so, hey, the point was made, all right, okay? And at the end of the day, man, this place finished, man, all right? And 2022, pretty much 2021, okay, it started with a bang, all right? It's going to end with a bang. 2022 going to start with a bigger bang, all right? Lord willing, it end with the biggest bang, man. You know, which is those thermonuclear missiles, all right? So with that, we want to give our praise, honor, and glory to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, salutations to the icon that's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect. I love you,